Hi everybody, it's Grace. Welcome to Eating Peace. This morning, or this week really, we kicked off the Eating Peace online program, and I'm going to share with you, if you're not in that program, some of the tips and things that happen over time and some of the insights that people gain as they walk through the process, because slowing things down and looking with inquiry and wondering what it is you're feeling and wondering what it is about these moments that feel compulsive is the most incredible thing. In fact, just being aware and investigating and understanding all that's happening in those moments when you want to reach for something that isn't really going to give you what you want, where you're going to get upset later because it was too much of something, not enough of something else. Studying these moments give awareness, insight, access to, oh, I see what's going on. And what's weird is you actually don't have to do anything about it. In fact, not doing so much about it is an incredible way to be. It. What is it? What do I mean by it? Not doing something about it. This difficult moment. Feelings. So there we were on the call this morning. We look at inquiry. That is, we are inquiring. We are asking. We're using the mind. Mind is the thing that's interested in questions. What's going on? Why? Why is that here? What's happening? But it'll breeze by, if in case you haven't noticed. It'll go so quickly. It's almost like a flash. Psh, little tiny ghost flash of something. It's so quick when you have things that you notice that you don't like. You know, and some of them can be remnants, kind of like old data or memory or things that have followed you that you're dragging around like old tin cans from the past. And here they are in this moment with you now, when you are about to eat, when you're about to consume, when you need to go get a cigarette, or when you're going to go drink something because you're starting to feel anxious. So what's happening in that moment? Where can we at least just start? Give you something just simple and easy to be with that today. It's going to be a little counterintuitive and it's going to seem kind of weird. It's kind of the way it was this morning when all the people were thinking about this. You have a feeling, let's call it compulsive feeling. I gotta get something. I'm afraid. I'm uncomfortable. I feel powerless. I feel like something's difficult. I feel troubled. I'm not even sure what it is. I just feel unrest on the inside. And immediately the impulse to settle down that thing that feels lack of rest. Somebody even mentioned that they feel tired. You know, I've had boredom appear. What is boredom? They feel tired and they think, I need to eat something because I need to keep going and be efficient and get my list done and, you know, handle everything perfectly and complete everything I ever wanted to in my whole life on this day by the time I go to bed. I'm just kidding. But, you know, there's that sense of I'm against tiredness and fatigue or slowing down. So just simply to watch, I am against the feelings that I have in this moment. When you are having an uncomfortable, troubling moment, when you want to look around and see something and you feel the urge to grab, when you feel compulsive, when you want to eat, if eating's your thing, right? What is that? That empty space of time. I'm a little, you know, fluttery and agony or it could be real despair. And, you know, the thing is that eating works. It changes the channel on it. You're doing something. So what would it be like if you stopped trying to do anything? If you actually opened up to the idea of letting things be there, that you're always trying to be okay. You're always trying to do something to like handle this problem or handle this feeling or get that done with or finish that something or other over there. What if you were just gave up trying to make things be okay for you? And you just had this moment that seemed empty and weird and uncomfortable. I have them too. It's not like they go away. If you're a human being, you come up against sort of gray area moments and, wow, I don't know really what's going on over there with that person, or I'm not quite sure how to handle this moment or this situation. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. And to kind of fall back into something behind, like just a sense of relaxing is the most simple way to put it. What if I relaxed? Even in making this video, if I didn't know what was coming out, which I don't, I just knew I wanted to speak to this idea of relaxing and allowing, being okay with what's happening. Because being not okay is what makes you do something. It's what makes you eat. Being not okay with something. And people will go like, I should feel okay. I should feel fine. It's not that I'm trying to be okay. I mean, I'm sitting alone in my house and I just have empty time on my hands. What's the problem with that? You start hitting yourself. Is that a sign of being okay with yourself? Are you okay? Are you acting like things are okay? No, you aren't. Your mind has already jumped to something's wrong with you. You need to stop and you need to correct your own behavior or feelings or thinking. What if you just let go and you just stop trying so hard to be different than you are? And if you feel tremendous fear, if you feel troubled and upset, if you feel tired, if you feel bored, what if you let that be there? It is such a strange and unusual idea. People will think, oh my God, I mean, I've had the thought, my God, if I let that be there, I will be engulfed with it, or I will go insane practically. I will be crawling out of my skin. I'll be too upset. I'll be so terrified. I won't be able to stand it. But being willing to just kind of, dare I say it, die to that or be with it, being willing, you are going to have a better experience in the end than doing something to avoid it. It feels like it's part of my life, at least as I've seen, that troubling things happen in the world. Like just because you end an addictive process, you stop being compulsive all the time, in behavior, trying to destroy yourself in that particular way, doesn't mean bad things stop happening, because they do. People near you, or even yourself, or other things go on. Events happen in the world where people are blowing up each other or killing each other. Things happen. Huge, giant feelings and intensity seems to happen. And it seems very counterintuitive to consider, what if I let that be there? It doesn't mean you are being passive. You are just simply being willing to have this energy surround you and be in you and even move right through you. Just see what happens, because nothing holds completely still. An empty moment or a powerless moment or a terrified moment, actually they move. You are not 24/7 scared. Have you noticed even you are not 24/7 compulsive? You are not constantly eating. You are not drinking all the time. It moves and flows in and out. There are moments when you are not. You are sleeping sometimes. I don't know if that helps, but it's just to notice there'll be this thing in the mind that is so against what's going on. So we were with feelings this morning. We were with feelings. What if you weren't against that feeling? What if you didn't think, I have to stop this feeling? What if you didn't believe, I have to stop this? I have to stop this occurring. I have to make everything's okay in my surroundings so that I stop, or get myself to stop being tired, or get myself to be full of energy, or a not scaredy cat person, or brave, or somebody who's not in grief, or whatever. Those can all be addressed. But what if I actually move towards them and communicate with them and be with them and let them be there? Maybe they have a message, something really important that I haven't been willing to listen to. What if I let my fear, my sadness, my discomfort speak? What if I started writing in my journal? Remember the journal? What if I just let that be there? So, strange, interesting, the idea of do nothing. But it's one of my mantras. Nothing is required. What if you did nothing? What I notice when I do nothing is I don't reach to take a bite of something. And that becomes very exciting and much more peaceful and much more interesting than food. Okay, let me know how it goes.